Hey guys, a lot of you have been asking me to make a guide on how to get the Abomination skin really easily.
You are my bestest friend.
What is that thing?
He's so ugly. I love him.
And there is actually a way to do it, and I'm going to show you guys now. So before I get into it, I do have to say that I have done it before. As you can see, I already possess it, so I no longer can buy it because I grinded it relentlessly last time it came out on my really bad computer that could only run so well. So it was a big struggle for me, but this farming is going to be heavily dictated by how, you know, good your computer is. So if you have a good device and you can run a bunch of instances, you're going to get this done in like a day, maybe 2 days. It's going to be really easy for you. But if you can't do that, it's going to take a little longer, and that's just how it is. Now, before I get into that, there are a couple things I want to mention. One is the rewards for this are ridiculously terrible. Like the fact that it's 1,000 coins for either a skill crystal or a single ancient is crazy to me because it takes 4 accounts to get to level 30 for you to even be able to get those at all. And then the other thing I have to mention is it's actually easier to get it this time around, partially because you have almost 30 days to do it. Last time it was out, I think it was like 2 weeks or something, so it was a lot harder. And you also get some ones from here. If you spend money, you get a little bit. If you what's it called? If you invite players that spend money, you're gonna get more. And if you summon, you're going to get more. Same with logging in. So just keep that in mind that it is easier to get now. So there's a little bit of less farming. But let's kind of get into how they expect you to do it, and then I'll get into the best way to do it. Now, the way they expect you to do it is you click here, you see your invite code, you copy it, and you put it in on a different account. The way it's intended is you send it to some friends or people you know, you like kind of send it around. And the idea of this type of event is for you to essentially coerce other people to start playing the game. The hope here is that we get a bunch of new players and they help the game thrive. And while that is a good thing, ain't nobody got that many friends. I'm kidding. But sometimes your friends don't want to play the game, just like how when I asked my friends to do it, they were like, hell nah, I ain't playing that shit. So I would say that you gotta use generally the other method. Also, do not use my code. I do not want any of the points. I appreciate help, but use it for someone who needs it for the skin. But anyways, so the way you do it is you get the code, the kind of unintended way. You get the code, and then you open up on your computer, ideally an emulator. Now, it's kind of hard to switch screens because it is currently when I click it not working. There we go. Sorry, OBS is being a bit weird with emulators. The emulators I suggest are BlueStacks because you can run multiple instances, Nox because you can run multiple instances. I think LD Player works. There's a bunch of other emulators, but essentially you just want an emulator. You log into them, and then you could create an account. What I recommend you do when you're creating the account is essentially it'll force you into the tutorial for normal mode. And what you want to do is you want to, around maybe the third or the fourth stage, there's an opportunity where if you mash escape or you press escape, it'll let you quit out, and then you could immediately click over to here to the referral thing, and then you could go on newbie gathering and put the invite code in. So as you can see here, you can put it in. Now, something to note is the veteran commanders are the people who essentially get the coins to get the skin, and those people are people above the level of 30. And in order to have someone else use it, you have to have an account that is under level 30. It has to be under level 30. If it is above in any way, shape, or form, it will not work. And what you do is you use the invite code, you put in the invite code that was just copied, as you can see. And once again, I've done it already, like I said. But the way you do it is you put that in, you get the levels or whatever, and then you can claim the rewards on the other account. Doesn't really matter. And then the entire point after that, and after it is bound, and your main account starts getting those coins from the levels of the second account, is you then want to use as much stamina as you can. The rest of it does not matter. So the way you level up in this game, not a lot of people know, is by stamina usage. That is it. That is the only thing. It is not based around anything else. XP bonuses will not help you at all. Um, Farming like a certain amount of stages will not help you at all. Farming higher stages will not help you at all. It's purely the stamina gain. And now when you start and you're able to kind of share your code or whatever, it might take a little while to go through the campaign. I'm not 100% sure, but you just want to go to the point where you're allowed to start using them. And then once you get it bound, you just want to go to the XP raid. You want to go to XP raid stage 1, I would say, because that's the only one you're really going to have unlocked. And there really is no point in farming anywhere further. And then you just want to put as many fights as you can, and you want to just continuously run it. What you could do on an emulator too is you could find where the auto clicker section is. I don't fully remember where on this. I would suggest you guys look it up. But just look for the auto clicker wherever it is. I think it's here. 1 second. Yeah, here. So as you can see, I have a couple right here. And if I didn't have any auto fights, if I kind of click out and I don't use auto fights, imagine you run out of auto fights or you want it to go infinitely. You're just going to prime a bunch of stamina by using all the pots that you get, and you're going to get a bunch for leveling. And then you're going to set a macro to literally just click over and over again throughout the night. So we're going to do this. I'm going to open my old macros or whatever, and it should work. As you can see, it's executing it right now. It's clicking right here continuously, you're going to see. And, or maybe not continuously, but it is going to be working. And then after this fight, it should click it again. And what I did is my computer could only open 2 at a time. So I would have 2 open. I played them both quite a while just for fun. But what you want to do is you want to just do this on as many instances as you can, at least 3, ideally, because the 4th one doesn't need to be fully level 30. And you just do this over and over and over again. As you can see, we just finished it. And now the macro should click it. There we go. So run this overnight. If your computer is good, it's going to take a lot less time. But essentially, you just want to run this as much as you can. And then eventually you'll get to level 30. You might have to every once in a while get some more energy and all of that stuff just from going through. But within a couple days, you're going to get to level 30. You're going to give your main account the 250 coins, and it will be completely fine. Now, there is another way to do it, which is you can, here, let me go back to the screen. You can get someone else to do it. I know some people take money for it. There's a person on my Discord. I'll put his Discord on the screen. If you want to message him for, where he will do it for you for money or whatever, you could do that. But I am not involved in that. I will not get any repercussions, I swear. But if you want to do that, you could do that too. It's up to you. Once again, it is a grind. It is designed to be either a grind or something where you actually do it legitimately. So if you're not going to do it legitimately because it's really hard to get people and you want the skin, definitely recommended to either farm it or pay someone to do it for you. But yeah, so that's kind of the main way to do it. Just keep in mind that it is a long thing to deal with, and if you don't have a computer, good luck. I don't think you're gonna be having a fun time there. But yeah, so that's about it for me. Hopefully this helps at all. Just keep in mind the main things, which is about trying to get 4 accounts to 30, or at least 3 accounts to 30, and then 1 account to like 25 or 20 or so. You're gonna get some from quests, and then you just gotta grind the rest, and that's how it goes. So that's how you do it. Hopefully this is helpful in some way, shape, or form, but that's about it for me. Thank you guys, and Destined signing out.